There is a classic piece of financial advice we are all taught from childhood. Go to school, get a stable job, work hard, live frugally, and put your money in the bank for a rainy day. It's the ultimate formula for safety. But world economic history reveals a brutal truth. During major crises, the people who followed this formula perfectly are often the ones who lose everything. Imagine this scenario. You've worked tirelessly for 2 decades. You aren't reckless with your spending. You're wary of inflation, so you exchange your life savings into $50,000 and deposit it into a major government-backed bank. You think you've done everything right. But then, a crisis hits. The government declares a state of emergency. You go to the bank and find the doors locked. When the system finally reopens, they issue a decree freezing foreign currency and forcing you to take your money back in a rapidly collapsing local fiat currency. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't gamble. You didn't make risky investments. But your net worth evaporates by 80% overnight. Welcome to the wealthy stick mindset. What I just described isn't fiction. It's exactly what happened in South America in the early 2000s and in dozens of other countries over the past century. Today, we aren't making future predictions. We are opening the historical record to understand the true nature of systemic collapse and to see exactly which assets survive the most brutal macroeconomic purges. Many people mistakenly believe a financial crisis is like a hurricane, striking suddenly and destroying everything at random. In reality, it's more like termites silently eating away at the foundation of your house. Everything looks solid on the outside until it collapses from a gentle breeze. The core principle here lies in the gap between paper wealth and real wealth. Paper wealth includes cash, bank deposits, and government bonds. By nature, they have no intrinsic value. They are simply I owe us, promises from the system that you possess a certain purchasing power. Real wealth, on the other hand, consists of things that hold value independent of the financial system. Fertile land, metal reserves, a factory producing goods, or energy. Every collapse begins when governments and banks issue too many promises, through money printing or massive debt, that far exceed the actual real wealth in the economy. When trust breaks, those paper promises instantly revert to their true intrinsic value: 0. Let's look back at Germany in the 1920s. To pay off war debts, they printed money recklessly. The devaluation was so horrific that workers demanded to be paid twice a day. If they waited until the afternoon, their morning wages couldn't even buy a loaf of bread. The middle class, teachers, doctors, people holding tight to savings and bonds, were completely wiped out. Meanwhile, astute industrialists took on massive debt in the depreciating currency to buy up factories, land, and mines. When the currency officially died, their debts vanished, but their factories were still standing, still producing wealth. Or look at Zimbabwe in 2008, when a $100 trillion note was worth less than scrap paper. Bank deposits became meaningless. The economy reverted to the barter system. Only those holding physical gold or foreign currency hidden outside the domestic banking system managed to survive. More recently, in Cyprus in 2013, we witnessed a terrifying precedent in modern banking. The government directly confiscated a portion of citizens' bank deposits to fund the bailout of the very banks that were going bankrupt. The people were forced to pay for the system's mistakes. Synthesizing these historical events from Europe, South America to Africa, we can extract macro defense principles that never change. Principle number 1. Don't put all your eggs in one legal basket. The survivors never let 100% of their wealth sit under the absolute control of a single institution or mechanism that can easily change the rules. They always keep a portion of their assets completely outside the traditional banking system. Principle number 2. own the means of production. In a crisis, fiat money loses its value, but basic human needs remain. Farmland that grows food, businesses providing essential services, or machinery producing physical goods will always retain their exchange value, regardless of what the new currency is called or what the exchange rate is. Principle number 3. Maintain a healthy skepticism. The financial system is built entirely on confidence. Because of this, regulatory bodies will always claim that everything is under control right up until the final second. Those who preserve their wealth are the ones who look at macro formulas and actual cash flows, rather than blindly trusting official reassurances. I want to emphasize this. This video is not predicting the end of the world tomorrow, nor is it financial advice. The goal of the wealthy stick mindset is to give you an academic lens and macro formulas so you can assess risk for yourself. History proves that financial disasters spare no one, no matter how model of a citizen you are. Understanding the rules of the game is the only way to ensure you don't become its victim. If this historical analysis brought you value, hit the subscribe button so we can continue exploring deep financial concepts together. Don't forget to share this video with someone you care about. Keep your mindset wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one.